evil that these people have committed. Anyways, they release the files. They have the Ice Theater in Minneapolis to piss everyone off. They have a Satanist, whatever the fuck it is, sing in Spanish at an American event. You could argue maybe the biggest American event to piss people off and start more fighting. And you have Billie Eilish starting shit, saying there's no such thing as illegals on stolen land. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Seriously. Go back to your mansion and shut the fuck up. But in all seriousness, I believe that very soon this will end with this will be rolled out with a mass casualty event with ICE. Probably kids getting mowed down by a psycho righty. A psycho and righty, more than likely a fucking member of the IDF. Then they'll get the violence they want because the lobotomized population has no idea how much shit we face as soon as the violence pops up. That's what Operation Stargate is for, ladies and gentlemen. It's to round up dissidents at a rate that would make the J6 roundup look like fucking trying to find Boy Scouts at a fucking school. Okay? They're using these division tactics to find the free thinkers, the ones that don't fall in line, the ones that ask questions, the ones that don't hail Trump, the ones that don't hail transhumanism and two men can have a baby and drag queen story time, and the ones that don't hail Israel, the state of Israel. That's what they're trying to find with all of this. And I know most of the population has a brain. I know you have a fucking brain. It's time you start using it. That's why if you love your freedoms, it is time that you be loud about the Epstein files. Both sides should be able to agree. The only problem is they're introducing fake AI shit. That's definitely fake, definitely AI. And Trump may be implicated on a lot of shit, and he might have done some fucked up shit. But these new AI videos of him hanging out with the girls and all that shit, those are made up because the video already exists with him with grown-ass women. Okay? And like I said, I have lots of fucking problems with Trump, but all this fake shit is just going to make it less legitimate. And the longer we just stand and don't demand that these people go to prison, or at the very least get rounded up and sent to the fucking trial, the longer we wait, the more fake shit they'll just keep producing until nothing's legitimate. You're losing your freedom, folks. These satanic, fucking cannibalistic, child torturing, raping, and eating disgusting monsters are just going to get away with it because we're not standing up and demanding results. I mean, even the people in government, that have fought to get this shit out, they should be on that Senate floor, the House floor, screaming. You should be up there yelling and demanding that we, the people, get justice so that our children don't have to worry about this shit I'm about to show you. I've got so many videos and information. It's disgusting, folks. And we're just sitting here watching our fucking football game. Wake the fuck up! Anyway, we're just going to do a drop here. You guys are going to do it here with me. I'm going to go through all of the shit that I got up through the week. And we'll start at the top and go down to the bottom. Yeah, look at all that. Yeah, we have all that to fucking watch. All right. I'll get into that one a little later. But here we go. This is from Stu Peters. He said, prepare the ground-penetrating radar and cadaver dogs. We've got bodies of young foreign girls buried on the Zorro Ranch property. From Eddie Aragon, or Aragon, or I don't know what the fuck that is. Edward, this is sensitive, so it will be the first and last email, depending on your discretion. You can choose to take it or trash it, but this comes from a person that has been here, there, and seen it all as a former staff at the Zorro Ranch, an Epstein property. The material below was taken from Jeffrey Epstein's home as my insurance in case of future litigation against Epstein. No questions. What is damning about Jeffrey Epstein is yet to be written. Did you know somewhere in the hills outside the Zorro, 2 foreign girls were buried on orders of Jeffrey and Madame G. Both died by strangulation during rough fetish sex. And here is videos of Jeff. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All underage girls and threesomes. That's fun, isn't it? You're not enraged. You're not enraged. You don't need to get on and talk about it. No, because my friends might think I'm. Fuck your friends. Anybody that doesn't think this is a big deal, they should already be released from your life. If you have a bit of humanity in your soul, you fucking. Anyway, here we go. From Nathan Wolf. Yes, this is correct. 9 East 71st Street between 5th and Madison. Thank you for checking in. We'll see you then. If you're taking down. What the fuck? Hi, Leslie. I assume we'll meet at Jeffrey's home on East 71st, yes? See you guys at 4:30. Yes, let's do it. Free at 4:30. Hey, Jeffrey, you in New York City today? So Nathan Wolf. What do, and Liz Churchill on X said this, what do Bill Gates, Jeffrey Epstein, David Wolf, Dr. Fauci, and Hunter Biden have in common? Biological labs. Yeah. There we go. This is the Wayfair conspiracy that was proven to be a real thing here. Hello, Kirana Shuliak. You sent a payment of $8,453 to Wayfair LLC. And that's his assistant. So she bought an unlabeled $8,000 item from Wayfair. That's cool, huh? 348 clones. Clones 348. I don't see it. It must be the other one. Sorry, folks. Hold on here. Yeah, I guess I must have accidentally deleted the fucking video. Look at there. Good job, Denny. But here we go. Let's watch this. It says, Kash Patel's FBI needs to open an investigation into Adam Schiff and what he did at the Standard Hotel. Anthony Bourdain saw everything. It's time for Shifty Schiff to finally face justice for his heinous crimes. That is Anthony Bourdain. This witness is anonymously identified as whatever, and he said in 2017, California Representative Adam Schiff dressed up in drag and went to the Chateau Marmont near the Standard Hotel in Los Angeles. A handler plied a 10 or 11-year-old African American child with methamphetamine. The handler allegedly took the child to Schiff's room. The black kid was unconscious. He died of an overdose. Schiff allegedly raped him for an hour, thinking the black kid was just unconscious. When Schiff discovered the child is dead, he freaks out. The anonymous federal protective witness said. A witness who was one door down saw everything that happened. This witness saw the crew who was sent to clean everything up. Months later, John Here to Help said Schiff had that well-known witness killed. Yeah, so we just kill the people that... Here we go. Mr. Beast eats a $70,000 pizza. Watch these people. Okay, watch these people. Watch these fucking monsters and how they talk about it. Listen to every little bit, and I'll break down the little bit at the end of it. But watch this shit.
I did too. It's a little weird because I know we're gonna eat a $70,000 pizza later, so it's kind of hard to get hyped for like a $2,000 steak. You know what I mean? Oh my god! Whoa! It's like slicing into a baby.
It's like slicing into a baby.
It's like slicing into a what? Why would you say that? What do Mr. Beast really know? Because a $70,000 pizza, I don't know about y'all, but I don't know if he was doing one of them videos.
Nah, he wasn't doing one of those fucking videos. Mr. Beast is influencing your children while he eats children, allegedly. Allegedly. And a fun little fact to add to Mr. Beast is that he is funded by the Rockefellers. Rothschild, Rockefeller, same people that own Israel, created Israel. You know, it's not the Jews, folks. They're just a front. The state of Israel is a massive front for the central bank. It's the bad guy. Okay? I'll get into that here in a little bit. Yeah, I'll get into that one here a little later too. You gotta remember that, Brett. Probably right after this. That kind of has to do with health. This is from Bethany O'Leary on X. Um, Epstein files show a currently practicing UCLA physician emailing Jeffrey Epstein instructions on how to make a newborn suck more vigorously. From his UCLA email account to a known sexual predator. This man took a Hippocratic oath, first do no harm. So ask yourself, why would Jeffrey Epstein need guidance about infants at all, and why would a doctor provide it? Out of context is not an explanation. Epstein is the context. If this doesn't trigger, an immediate investigation, then the medical system, the university, and every oversight body involved have completely failed. And they are all implicit to the crime. They're my God, I just can't wrap my head around this. If you are part of the DOJ right now, you are guilty of conspiracy. If you do not arrest these people, you yourself are guilty. So anybody that sees all this and doesn't arrest anybody, guess what? Your ass needs to go to fucking jail too. All you guys are doing is exposing yourselves. Every single one of you. Anyway, from Mark Tremo. Blow this name up, Mark Tremo. Hi, G. Thanks for sending Richard Johnson my way. I trust the kind words I shared with him are acceptable to you. If not, please let me know ASAP. I'm on the road. My cell is what? If A-OK, then I hope you realize this recognition for all you do for so many of us is, in my opinion, overdue and well-deserved. Cheers, Mark. P.S. Was just reading today that newborns will suck on a pacifier more vigorously if it triggers playback of a recording of his mother's voice and another woman's voice. My God. So here is a victim of Epstein, Jessica Collins, that she was raped by Prince Andrew and other prestigious men. Let's let her dead man switch go to the air.
Of Jeffrey Epstein. The reason you don't see me in the news is because I am a real victim. Real victims are not being represented by attorneys or in the media. I was trafficked to Jeffrey Epstein and Andrew Windsor by Deborah Palfrey, DC Madam. I was a student.
Take down names, people.
University of America in Washington, D.C. in 2002. I answered an ad in the city paper. The ad was ambiguous. Deborah was professional. I thought I was going on a real job interview. Instead, I was drugged and raped by Paul Hung. I tried to tell Deborah what happened, but something she said made me realize she knew what happened. At that point, they had my driver's license, and I did not know what to do or where to go for help. At that point, I was driven by Jonathan Luna to the Bethesda Marriott on Pook's Hill, where Jeffrey Epstein and Andrew Windsor drugged and raped me. I have tried to get help. I called the police. I was abducted for 2 weeks. I was moved from Washington, D.C. by Ed Norris, who was the superintendent of the Maryland City Police. He is now an actor on the show The Wire and has a radio show. My name is Jessica Collins. I live in Virginia. Today is September the 3rd, 2019. If anything happens to me, it's because this information is true, and I have a lot more information about who I was trafficked to in the government, people who are in the White House today. If you could redistribute this video, please save it and redistribute it. If anything happens to me.
Well, I did my part for you, Jessica. God rest your soul.
My car was disabled by a government.
And she is indeed dead. She's dead. So here we go. Here's another fun thing. Jeffrey Epstein, or from Epstein to Maxwell. Hi, Bine. Ghislaine, the Satoshi pseudonym is working perfectly. Our little digital gold mine is ready for the world. Funding secured. Now, I don't know how real this is, but there was also a video circulating around about a big economist saying that if the people knew who the creator of Bitcoin was, its value would drop to zero immediately. And of course, it's in the Epstein files. Satoshi Nakamura, the creator of Bitcoin that nobody has ever seen. And Jeffrey Epstein was talking about it in his emails. From the Epstein files, the Biden mass malfunctions are getting worse each day. Yeah. I mean, come on. No way that's the same guy. No way. How are you going to tell me that's the same guy? Nothing even looks the same. Get real close. One looks like a fucking demon, dude. I mean, the real one was a demon, but the other one really looks like a motherfucking demon. Let's get into John Podesta, Chester Bennington's rumored dad. Did you know Lincoln Park was a military base in Canada where they experimented and tortured children for a top secret CIA project called MK Ultra? Tell me, tell me that is not Chester Bennington's dad. Looks like the same guy. And tattooed on John Podesta's hand is a fish and 14. Fish 14s. Fish 14. 99% face match between the two. If you've ever taken a paternity test, 99% means you're the papa. Basically, physically impossible for him not to be his father. Which, Chester Bennington, let's see, what's his name? Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, now I'm fucking, yep, I'm getting Chris Cornell and a couple other guys were working on a documentary to oust all these human trafficking rings. Every single one of them committed suicide. Here's another fun little thing out of the Epstein drop. Let's see here. We got adrenochrome pricing. Let me pull you up. I don't know. You can't really read it, I guess. But quality A positive or A plus plus, minimum order quantity 100 milligrams, dollars per milligram $1,920. B plus or B plus plus, it's 100 milligram 1450. B minus or below is 250 milligram minimum order for 1100 to 1200 depending on the market. What the fuck? Adrenochrome. Adrenochrome pricing. That's pretty good, huh? And then it showed a little bit of a client list, I guess. Yeah. But anyway, we got to keep moving on here. There's all sorts of. So here we go. This is on Frazzle Drip. Not for the weak of heart. So if you got a weak soul, Hillary Clinton cut this girl's face off. She was 15. Fazzle dot. Oops, shit. Well, let's just go back through it again. Right there is the picture. I've seen it. It's absolutely horrendous. This is the purported file name, Fazzle Drip, of a snuff film found on the laptop of Anthony Weiner in a folder named Life Insurance. It is said to make even the most hardened New York City police veterans cry. It's said to show Weiner's wife, Huma Abedin, and Hillary Clinton performing satanic abuse on a young girl, tragically removing her face and wearing it as a mask to flood the victim's bloodstream with adrenaline. Blood drink in this state is the elite's drug of choice called adrenochrome. Nothing gets my heart going like a sacrifice night. Hillary Clinton. 9 out of 12 people who saw Anthony Weiner's laptop are dead. Anthony's witness on The Simpsons. Cook humans. Anthony Weiner is alive. Weiner shared a laptop with his estranged wife. She has managed to stay alive as well. Huma Abedin. That is one evil looking fucking bitch. Yeah, 9 out of the 12 police officers, quote unquote, committed suicide. Hillary Clinton cut this little girl's face off. If you don't believe it, how did her face get mutilated then? A dog. Below is the statement from the NYPD after viewing the video, and below is that DOJ. What's in the emails is staggering, and as a father, it turned to my stomach, a New York City police chief said. There is not going to be any something like escape from what we've found. We have copies of everything. We will ship them to WikiLeaks, or I will personally build my own press conference if it comes to that. Yeah, and they all wear it. They all wear it. Wilson! Yeah. It's like their favorite thing. They all just wear it now. Look at that. Isn't that nice? What will you do when you understand this joke is art imitating life? Fazzle drip. Investigate. Anyway, you get the point. These are demons, folks. They're fucking demons. And I don't know how else to say it. So this is a fun one. Quentin Tarantino on Roman Polanski fleeing the U.S. after raping a child. She was down with it. I don't believe that's rape. I mean, not at 13. Not for these 13-year-old party girls. Tarantino now lives in Israel, where he does photo opportunities with the IDF. You seen Tarantino? Here, let's pull Tarantino up here. Oh my god. Yeah, that's a pedophile, dude. I mean, just look at him. He's fucking not right in the head. I mean, allegedly. Allegedly. I can't just say they are. But if I was gonna cast one in a movie, that'd probably be him. Yeah, he bought a 13.8